Hello everyone, I hope audio video is clear. So welcome to Commerce Adda. Please do subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon and do not forget to hit a like button. So guys, as part of the UGC NET 2021 previous year question, all the three shifts together we are doing it on a topic wise basis. So unit number 1, 2, 3, 4 completed. Now today is the fifth unit we are going to take it up. So this unit will be a business statistics, which is common for the both commerce as well as a management unit. So it will be for both. So you can just follow. There are 3 shifts. In the total 3 shifts put together, around 30 questions or 27 questions will be there. 3 shifts put together. So you can expect a good conceptual question. Only one question may be out of the box, but it will be within your range only, all the other questions. Now the statistics course will be starting on 9th by. Statistics course will be starting on 9th of May. That is on Monday evening 7 PM statistics course. Complete detailed course with a clear cut explanation of each and everything. From the examination perspective, covering everything will be there. So you can just subscribe to an Academy Plus platform, and moreover daily at 5:30 PM UGC NET paper 1 2021 shift wise previous year questions. Daily at 9:15 PM YouTube free live is going on. Today somehow changed. And do join in my Telegram group Commerce Adda UGC NET. The Telegram link is given in the chat box. And moreover, you can follow me in the Academy Learning app Vodnala Shivalingam. The link is available in the description. Use the invite code Shiva Live to unlock the free live sessions. And there is a paper 1 weekend batches course is going on. Today also I started with a new topic, ICT. So entire 10 units of the paper 1 with a chart wise presentation and explanations. So paper 2 commerce with a chart wise presentation and explanation will be available at an Academy Plus platform. One subscription will give you all the educators, both paper 1, paper 2 courses and their PDF material. Everything is going to be available at an Academy Plus platform. So try to go for a 6-month plus subscription so that you can cover the paper 1, paper 2, the theory as well as previous year question and the mock test, everything you can able to access to it. Use the invite code Shiva Live, SHIVALIVE, to unlock the 10% discount at a payment gateway of an Academy Plus or Iconic subscription. Question number 1, 25th November shift 1, question number 1. Hello, revision course will come by. Will be informed after a 2 days. So which of the following are correct about the complementary events? Correct about the complementary events. So answer is that D, that is A, C, D, mutually exclusive, and C, such that such their probabilities are add up to 1, and collective exhaustive. Collective exhaustive. These 3 options were given as an correct one. About the complementary events, let me tell you what it is. Yes, let me tell you what it is. Now D visible. What are the complementary events? Complementary events occur when there are only 2 outcomes. Like if you toss a coin will be having either a head or tail. Only 2 possibilities, either only two outcomes will be there. For example, clearing exam or not. The complementary of 2 events is classified as an event. It must be mutually exclusive. Means if one is occurring, other is not going to occur. The exact opposite of an event, the sum of the probabilities of complementary event must be equal to 1. So pass and fail must be equal to pass 50%, fail 50% must be equal to 1, both put together. So there will be 2 possibilities. Complementary are mutually exclusive and exhaustive. An event and its complement together is in sample space, and the rule of complementary event is an probability of A, that is occurrence, and probability of not occurring is equal to 1. Next. Hello Joycey. A test that contains a fair sample of the task and skills actually needed for the job in question is. A test that contains a fair sample of the task and skills actually needed for the job in question is. So answer will be B, that is content validity. Content validity. So a test that contains fair sample of the task and skills actually needed for the job in question is content validity. By clearly they're telling about the task and skills actually needed, means regarding the content actually needed for to execute the task regarding the content. So content validity refers to extent to which the items or a test are fairly representative of entire population or entire domain, which is clearly indicating about the main content, work of the particular task. So if a test is designed to survey the arithmetic skills at a third grade level, the content validity indicates who are representing a range of arithmetical operations possibility at that level. Means suppose if the UGC NET candidates are, how they will be selected, they will be checking with the like this one, teaching and research aptitude ability. So who are capable in this one, they are ready to go into the research, or else they are ready to go into the teaching field. Next, which of the following statements are correct about the chi-square test? Now I think it will be easy. Otherwise, it is creating disturbance. So answer for the question is C, that is ABC. ABC, the only parameter of chi-square distribution is that number of degrees of freedom, and null hypothesis given in the chi-square test is rejected when the calculated value of variable exceeds the critical value, as well as when the calculated value exceeds a critical value. Calculated value exceeds a critical value. And see, the rejection of a goodness of fit test, because chi-square another name is that goodness of fit test, lies only in the right tail. That is what? Right tail. This is what a goodness of fit. So right tail. Chi-square test is not an parametric. It is non-parametric. And alpha is equal to 0.5 and v is equal to 1. Critical value of chi-square is equal to z value at the same level of significance. Actually, z value is not significant in this. Now you can look at chi-square is a non-parametric. And distribution curve approaches when the degrees of freedom increases. When it is increasing, it will be a right scaled or rightly tailed, rightward, towards the rightwards only it will be there. Normal distribution curve will be a positively skewed, it will be there. Next, guys, do hit a like button. Option D is the given answer, that is BADCE. BADCE. So data stages of processing of data in a correct sequence is that BADCE. So B1 D using percentages, sorry, B editing first, editing, coding, after that classification, tabulation using percentages. Percentages will be at the end to analyze. Next, tabulation, graphical representation, data cleaning, data adjustment. So questionnaire checking, editing, coding, classification, again the tabulate, like the sequence it will go from here to here, I think. Next, very large sample size, the ratio between the standard error and standard deviation. This is given as a sigma, standard deviation. Standard error, standard deviation. This is 8, this is 40, 8 is to 40. So answer will be A, that is 25. What is the sample size n they are asking? How to calculate? Standard error is equal standard deviation divided by under root n. So if I can calculate without looking at, standard error is given as an 8 and the standard deviation is given as an 40 divided by under root n. So under root n is equal to 40 divided by 8. 8 5s it will be there. Correct na? 8 5s. And under root n is equal to 5. So n will be equal to 5 square. That means n is 25. Next, for a Poisson distribution variable x, p x equal to 0 equal to 2p x equal to 1, its standard deviation would be. Guys, do hit a like button if you like this session. Yes, from Monday onwards it is going to be easy, don't worry. So answer will be C, that is under root 0.05. How to calculate this one? Actually, Poisson distribution formula we need to apply. That is P is equal to x into x is a variable equal to x, lambda power r minus e power minus lambda. So here if you can apply the same standard deviation they are asking, that is under root lambda. If you can apply, actually the question which is given is not a direct question. E value is a Euler's constant. Now E is a Euler's constant which is nearby 0.271828. That will be there, but they have given as an p equal to p x equal to 0 and lambda power x into e power minus lambda is a usual formula. Usual formula. This is when the 0 is a variable. As per the question, if you look at 0 is given and 1 is, two variables are given. So when the one variable, when the two variable, two things, x factorial, that is 0 factorial, this is the equation number 1. So 2p and 2 lambda power 1 into e power minus lambda divided by 1 factorial. So if you can equate both, that is this equation we need to equate both. 0 factorial, 1 factorial. 1 factorial, how can we write? 1 into 1. 0 factorial, 0. So this will be 1 and this will be 0. No need to do anything. And here lambda power 0, here 2 lambda power 1. Here e minus lambda, e power minus lambda. This and this will get cancelled. So lambda is equal to 1 by 2, because this is lambda power 1 is given now. Here lambda power 0 equal to 1, because x power 0 equal to 1 we can say. So 1 will be nothing over here. So 2 lambda power 1 is coming. Lambda is equal to 1 by 2, which is of 0.5. So root lambda means a standard deviation is equal to under root lambda. That is what a standard deviation, which is under root 0.5. Mean is lambda, under root lambda is an 0.5. Simply substituting in the equation with the two variables. One is 0, one is 1. I think you might get a doubt here. Right now, there is no confusion. It is very clear cut. See, the point is that after solving everything, lambda power 0 is 1. That is clear. This is 1 in e power minus lambda cancelled. And nothing is there. Only 2 lambda power 1 is left over, which is equal to 1. So, in this lambda power 1 is equal to lambda only. Lambda power 1 equal to lambda only, which is equal to 1 divided by 2, which means 0.5. So, root is coming because standard deviation will be under root lambda and mean will be lambda. Which of the following statement is correct? Coefficient of variance is standard deviation by x bar into 100. The value in a series are negative, standard deviation also negative. The value in a series is multiplied by lambda, the variance would also be multiplied by 36. Would be multiplied by 36. Standard deviation is equal to square of variance. What will be the answer for this? So, answer for this question will be option A, that is coefficient of variance equal to standard deviation divided by x bar or else mu into 100. Next, which of the following about a Mann-Whitney test? Mann-Whitney U test is correct. It is non-parametric, yes. Oh, okay. Chalo. Anyway, all options are having Mann-Whitney. A is there, no? It is not a parametric. Sorry, it is non-parametric. It requires that samples are independent. It is to be used, or it can be used when the populations are normally distributed, and it is used when the null hypothesis of two populations are involved identical, and it's a two-tailed test. Answer for this question will be A, that is ABD. ABD. By here it's a non-parametric, correct. And when the samples are independent, if it is dependent, para will be used, as it is an independent non-parametric. It can be used when the populations are normal. By normally distributed is nothing but parametric test, because in the non-parametric there will not be any distributions, and it is used null hypothesis when the two populations are involved, because two groups of populations, that two same two groups of populations must involve in order to use this Mann-Whitney U test. Mann-Whitney U test. Two population, that two must be same group of population. It is always a two-tailed test. No, Mann-Whitney is not a two-tailed test because it is not a distributed one. Shift number 2. Probability distribution, binomial distribution, hypergeometric distribution, uniform distribution. Formula. So when the unknown like a hypergeometric uniform is coming now, with a known formula you need to move further. With a known formula it will give you the clue for sure. For sure one clue is available in the question. Answer for this question will be A, that is probability distribution will be second one, standard deviation is equal. In the probability distribution, standard deviation will be calculated as an under root of summation of p into x minus mu whole square, and binomial distribution will be of a third one, which is standard deviation is equal to under root npq, and hypergeometric distribution is nothing but standard deviation is equal to under root of n1 divided by n, n2 divided by n, and n minus n divided by n minus 1. Uniform distribution is an standard deviation of b minus q whole square divided by 12. You can just see here the formulas. Hypergeometric, this will be the formula. Uniform distribution, this will be the formula. Standard deviation in case of binomial NPQ. Probability distribution formula is that one. But in this situation, when the questions are coming like this, how can you identify? Actually, binomial distribution is very well known, that is NPQ. So, but two options are available over here. So, what will be the another? Only probability distribution is very well known one. Or else, you have to apply your common sense. Usually, geometric distribution will be an under root of multiplication will be there. You observe, correct na? Generally by the common sense, what are the basic maths is known to us? Based on that geometric matlab, that is under root of some multiplication. Inside the under root multiplication of variables a and b, like that it will be something will be multiplied within the root. So here only one option which is available is that, other than the binomial, that is option number that is in the list 2, number 4 is available, right? So like that you must take the clue by geometric. Next question. Because it is not like that in the exam, not all the known things are going to come, na? We must apply our sense. A type of validity is based on showing tests that scores on the test predictors are related to job performances. Guys, do hit a like button if you like this session. Answer for this question will be B, criterion, because a type of validity that is based on the showing the test scores on the test predictors related to a job performance. Because job performance predictor variable is nothing but showing that scores on the test. Here there will be a standards will be there. The scores of the candidate will be compared with these standards. Then they will assess the performance of a candidate. That is criterion validity. All right. Next. If each value in a given set of data is divided by 4, how will it affect a Pearson coefficient of skewness? If each value in a given set of data is divided by 4, how will it affect a Pearson coefficient of skewness? Yes, Sarvani. Answer for this question will be C. It will not affect the coefficient of skewness value. So if each value is in a given set of data is divided by 4, then how it will affect the Pearson coefficient? It will not affect the coefficient of skewness value. That is what the answer for this question. You can look at how it is not going to affect. By coefficient of skewness is equal to mean minus mode, that is x bar minus z divided by standard deviation. That is how we will calculate. Question is saying if each value in a given set is divided by 4, how it will impact on Pearson coefficient of skewness. So when each of the value is divided by 4, the coefficient of skewness value is going to be same. It is not going to change at all, because when every value is divided by 4, now same value only will come. Nothing will be changed over here. And arrange the following steps formulating a research proposal in a logical sequential order. Defining a problem, formulation of hypothesis, review of literature, collection of data. This is a Laddu question, don't want to spend much of time. A, C, B, E, D. That is defining a problem 1, and C, review of literature, and B, formulation of hypothesis, research design, and collection of the data is the last one, right, in the given options. Next, each of the values of a series is decreased by 7. Which of the following does not hold in the context? Which of the following does not hold in the context? Find each of the value in the series is decreased by k. This is somehow ambiguity question, but because two options are getting correct in this, which of the following does not hold good in this context? So answer for this question is B, that is they are asking incorrect statement. Incorrect, that means this is Not correct. Coefficient of quartile deviation remain unchanged is not correct. It is going to change. That is, quartile deviation is not going to change. Coefficient is getting changed. So not change means, not change is not correct, means coefficient of quartile deviation is going to change. And quartile deviation is not going to change. Coefficient of quartile deviation is going to change, but quartile deviation is not going to change is correct. And lower and upper quartile values in each of the, in each increases by k. Lower and upper quartile values each increases by k because they are decreasing by k, na? So ulta it will operate, lower and upper quartiles. Q1 and Q4 they are speaking about. Lower Q1, upper is Q4. The quartile coefficient of dispersion rises. This is ambiguity. So this statement is still under the confusion. Next. Binomial distribution n equal to 30, q equal to 0.7. The variance will be, mean and variance will be. Formula is what? Standard deviation is equal to under root npq. So n is given as an 30. P 0.7 means q 0.30 and p 0.7. So how much? 30 into 2.1. How much it will be? .21 multiplied by 30. 6.3. 6.3 root please. Answer will be C by, because answer will be C. 6.3 we got it now here, 6.3, because variance they are asking. Mean as well as variance they are asking. Variance is nothing but standard deviation square. No need to calculate the root also. Standard deviation square means this root will cancel. Standard deviation square equal to 6.3. This root and square will get cancelled. So variance will be, or else, sorry, how the root and square will get cancelled? Because of the square only that root will get cancelled. It will be 6.3 only. That is 6.3. You can just see 6.3 will be coming. Next. No requirement of under root. Correct. That is what I was telling. Next question. Mean deviation is about, option B is the given answer. Mean deviation is about 80% of standard deviation and quartile deviation is about 2/3 of the standard deviation, because both are different context. This is about mean, this is about quartile deviation. Now both are correct only. Yes, mean deviation is 4/5 means 80% and quartile deviation 2/3, correct. So both are correct only, but they are different context. A coin and a pair of dice are tossed together. The total number of possible outcome for an experiment is. Answer is option B, that is 72 will come. 72. When a coin is tossed, total occurred is 2. A coin and a pair of dice are tossed. When the two dice were rolled, total occurrence is 6 into 6, 36. So when both happens at a time, 6 into 6 into 2, which is 72, 36 into 2. A coin and a pair of dice means one coin plus two dice, which will give you 6 into 6 into 2, which is 36 into 2. Total 72 will come. Non-sampling may arise. Non-sampling errors may arise because of. So answer for this question will be option D, that is A, B, D, E. A, B, D, E. Incomplete coverage of the population, non-sampling error may arise because of the incomplete coverage. Because this will become sampling. Incomplete coverage means sampling error. You didn't pick up the proper sample, which is not representing entire population characteristics. So this will be a sampling error, right? And vague definition used in data collection. In the data collection, definition itself is Koya's definition or confusing one. Defective method. The method that you use for a collection is wrong. Wrong entry made in the questionnaire means wrong inputs. Only a part of the population is observed and expected to avoid a census study. Means only a part has been considered. Part of the entire population only considered. They avoided a census study. Those are the non-sampling errors other than a sample. Next question, which of the following correct with regard to a positively skewed distribution? Answer is A. A and D only. Mean, median, mode. D, mean more than median more than mode. And D will be Q3 median more than median. So Q3 minus median more than median minus Q1. This is like, Q3 minus median more than median minus Q1. First quartile and third quartile differences. Both. This is mode, this is median, this is mean. So mean is more than the median, then the mode. That is what? Q3, Q2, Q1. Next, last shift questions. The values in one of the series in a bivariate data set are multiplied by constant k. Which of the following would change as the result of this? That is not a formula. That is a relationship between the mean, median and the quartiles. Mode also. So answer for this question will be D. B and C only. B and C only. That is standard deviation and covariance between the variables. Bivariate data set are multiplied by constant k. Which of the following would be? So multiplied means independent of origin or a scale by standard deviation and covariance. Standard deviation and covariance. You can look at standard deviation as well as covariance. Standard deviation, origin. This is origin. Independent origin, and this is of scale. Okay. So standard deviation is independent of origin and dependent of scale, whereas covariance is independent of origin and dependent of scale, dependent of a scale. So that means standard deviation, covariance having almost a same nature. Same nature. It is multiplication means a scale. So covariance as well as standard deviation is going to be changed because of the multiplication. That is dependent of scale, not independent. Next, if each value in a given set is increased by k, then it will be. So answer for this question is B. When each set each value of a given set is increased by k, no change in coefficient of skewness, because same question given, but this was the answer in that also, and this was the same answer given in that question also. How? When it is divided by k, here they are saying increased by k, whether divided or increased, multiplied or divided, both doesn't have any impact on the coefficient of skewness. You can just see here also. Is it there? No, it is not there. But whether it is division or a multiplication, there will not be any impact on the coefficient of skewness value. That is what you need to understand. There the division, here the multiplication is asked. Answer to question. So ego defense mechanism description: projection, regression, repression, sublimation. So let us go and understand this one, because we don't know about this one. Answer is given as C. Projection is the third one. Placing unacceptable impulses in yourself onto someone else. And B, regression is given as returning to a previous stage of development. This is comparison with a dependent and independent. And repression is given as an fourth one, pulling into unconscious. Depression is an something different. Pulling into unconscious is an repression. It is a near to the depression only. And D is 2. Sublimation is an acting out unacceptable impulses in socially acceptable way. So which is against the social way, because many people are not accepting this type of sublimation, which is like a type of a criminal activities. And projection is something placing the unacceptable impulses in yourself. This is one's own unacceptable thing. This is society is not accepting. When one's own is not accepting projection, when the society is not accepting, it will become sublimation. And when you are going into unconscious, that is repression, and regression is an comparing with the previous or going back to the previous only. This is a type of question. Knowledge giving questions these are. We should understand only that, like in that way, otherwise we'll get a demotivation. So answer for this question is C is the given answer. A, B, D. Critical value of a Z of a two-tailed test 0.5 and 1.6, and two-tailed test with alpha. Two-tailed test, critical value of a Z for two-tailed test with alpha is 0.01 is 2.575, and Z for a left-tailed test is that 0.01 minus 2.33. A, B, D are given as an correct statement, and remaining one C is an wrong statement. You can just see upper tail test and lower tail test. Upper tail test and lower tail test. Given one is at 0.5, 1.96. Where it is? 0.5, 1.96 has to be there, na? This is alpha equal to 0.05 by, and that 0.5 should be 1.96. Why it is given like this? (1.96). There is a, I think there is a like this change box change is there. I'll update it. But usually whenever 0.5, 1.96 will come. Whenever 0.01, 2.575 will come. And a certain bivariate data by byx, byx and bxy have been calculated, which is equal to 2.4 and 0.4 respectively. So if the value of x series are all multiplied by 5 and all the values of y series are divided by 2, how would impact the 2 coefficient? Answer for this question will be C. The coefficient of coefficients are revised by byx 0.24 and bxy 4. X series multiplied by 5 and y series divided by 2. So here byx 2.4 and bxy 0.4. X series multiplied by 5. So it will be multiply in bxy divided by byx. So y series is divided by 2. That means bxy divided by byx. So there is an inverse relationship between the xy and yx by. If the number is multiplied between x or y, it will be multiplied that series and divide the other series, vice versa. So 2.4 into 2 divided by 5, which will be equal to 0.4. 0.4 into 5 divided by 2, which will be 4. So both numbers came. It will be ulta relation by b xy divided by yx. If you are multiplying this means it is divided for this. If you are dividing for this means this will be multiplied for that. Ulta. Dispersion, call PS measures of skewness, Bowley's and Kelly's. Answer for this question is C. That is dispersion is an fourth one, amount of variation, dispersed variation, and B2 call Pearson coefficient of skewness is based on the relationship between the averages, and C1 D3. C. Bowley's is an involves a relationship between the median and quartile. Kelly is an using percentile. You can see call Pearson is an coefficient of skewness, difference between the mean and mode, and here Bowley's is mainly for quartile values because the formula also Q3 plus Q1 minus 2 median divided by Q3 minus Q1 you can see, and Kelly's is related to the percentile because you can just see P90 plus P10. This can be represented in a deciles also, not only percentile, deciles also, like in 10 values. Next, arrange the following steps in the process of hypothesis testing. For the hypothesis testing in proper sequence: set up null and alternative, establish the decision rule, performance computation, select the test statistics, draw conclusion. Answer for this question will be D, that is BAECDF. F, where is F by? Oh, F is given in all options. BAECD. First one, establish the decision rule, set up null and alternative, and E, this question. Something is missing in question. Hold this question by. I think somewhere something missing. Either F is not there or the sequence is wrong. Somewhere. Let's leave it. But usual sequence in hypothesis is that first null hypothesis we need to specify, later alternative, next set the significance level and compare this with the two values, either a critical value or a p value. The two situation you need to choose. So calculate the test statistics or corresponding p value, either of the one. If you are going for that one, you will get a critical value, and from that based on you have to draw the conclusion if the critical value is more than the accurate value. Yes, Aruna, but I need to see the question once. Last and final question of this session by. So which of the following is correct? Probability error formula is given. Seedha. So answer is that B. Probable error is equal to 0.6745 into 1 minus r square divided by under root n. So probability error is equal to 0.6745 into 1 minus r square divided by under root n. or else 2 by 3 into 1 minus r square divided by under root n. Either it can be either way, right? So these are the questions of business statistics. If you want to appreciate the efforts, please do hit a like button and share it with your friends. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Okay, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. So guys, 5 units previous year questions we completed. Next will be unit number 6, BM and HRM. I'll be discussing on Monday because tomorrow no YouTube live and special live will be there most probably. Special class will be there at 5:30 p.m. I also teach for a UGC NET paper 1 as well as paper 2 commerce in an academy free platform as well as paid platform. You can take a subscription by using my referral code Shiva Live to get the entire chart wise explanation of all the 10 units of both papers, as well as you can follow me in an academy free platform also. Daily 5:30 p.m. free sessions are going on. So use the invite code Shiva Live to get 10% off on the subscription and use the same code Shiva Live to unlock the free live session. Thank you. Bye to all. Have a great day.